G'day, welcome back to Eagle Review. A week off from the bye. You're fresh, we're fresh. Let's good to go. Thursday game, weird, I know. You're watching this on Thursday, but Carlton tonight, and obviously the last game we played, round 10, the Lions. Rochi, weird game. We had a slow start and then came together in the last quarter, had the lead and thought it was all over, but not to be.
Not to be, mate. I think we were robbed. It was a very interesting decision at the end there.
At best. I mean, Jack Darling running the open goal. No review called for this decision. That was very close and tough for the goal umpire. But obviously Drummond able to rebound out of the 50 and a torpedo goal to Polkinghorne, if that is his real name. How ridiculous is that? You know, a bit stiff, Rochi.
Yeah, mate, it wasn't our day. I mean, this one was going through for all money and a little Tim May off break. No luck at all.
Really just summed up the day. If that happens to Matty Rosa, you knew it just wasn't going to fall for us. Oh, it sucks to kick off the show with injury news, but I got to do it. Second-year defender Blaine Wilson has suffered a broken ankle on the weekend for Peel Thunder. He's going to be on the sideline for 12 weeks. He showed plenty in the NAB Cup this year and was coming along well in the waffle, so really bad timing to be on the sideline there for Blaine Wilson, probably the rest of the season. And add insult to injury, big man Scotty Lysette, the same game. Big man for Peel, hyperextends his knee, he's out for 8 weeks. Rochi, this just bites.
Yeah, bad result for both those boys. Poor old Scotty Lysette actually got tackled by his own teammate. However, not in this game. Obviously, Mitch Brown playing for East Freo tackled him, and yeah, he's hyperextended the knee. But there's a silver lining.
What?
Peel play the Black Ducks this week.
Oh, that's filthy. That is dirty from you, Roach.
Yeah,
let's hope Woosher isn't watching the show. Look, I love talking about this man. You better be excited listening to him. Matt Priddis, he is Mr. Consistent in my book. He had a concussion in round 7 against the Bombers, and obviously he's a great dream team pickup because of that. He's 388,000, mind you.
And on board.
But he's back to his consistent form. He's had 200s in the past week, getting plenty of footy, such great consistency. Give me some stats, Rochi.
All right, stats. Pritter, last game, 18 contested possessions, 10 hardball gets, 8 clearances, and he's leading those categories for the club this year.
Impressive. What an A-tier midfielder we've got on our hands. He had 6 tackles and 3 goals on the weekend. Had an interview with him earlier in the year, and he said goal kicking was something he really wanted to work on in season 2012. Freaky.
I'd really like to add to my outside game. So whether that's kicking more goals, but also winning a bit more footy in space. So that's something we're addressing as a whole playing group.
Another midfielder enjoying just a monstrous year in the stat department, Andrew Gaff. What a ripper. He's had 24 touches on the weekend against Brisbane, including 14 effective kicks. He's using it well. 4 inside 50s, Rochi.
Mate, I'm the stats king here today.
Give me more.
Gaffy, second at the club for disposals. Most kicks, both effective and total kicks. And he's also second at the club for inside 50s. He's also had the most uncontested possessions.
I want to talk about this uncontested possessions you're talking about. Everyone talks about Gaff. Is he seagoing? Is that where the uncontested? No.
No.
He ran 16.4 Ks against the Brisbane team, the highest for West Coast. For distance covered per minute and distance, over 25 kilometres per hour, he's in the elite level. Get your nerd on, science department. That is what I've got here. And look, we had an interview with him post-match during the year, about re-signing this season. And, these are the comments you want to hear from the young fella.
Yeah, mate, I love the club. Never considered going anywhere else. All the boys are fantastic. The staff are great and really look after me well. So it was never a consideration, and looking forward to a couple more years and obviously beyond with the boys, which is obviously an exciting group.
As we all know, it was a bit of a disappointing finish against the Lions at the Gabba. It shows if you switch off for any period of time, anyone in the AFL can beat you. Look, I do want to say that the Lions looked a little bit hungrier earlier, Rochi. Would you agree?
I would agree. Have a look at this one. Masso's the beneficiary here of 2 absolute turbo Lions. No awareness shown for these 2 lads.
Bit of overexertion, you reckon?
I think so.
Pull the reins back, Lions. Look, I want to talk about a bloke who should be pulling the reins back, Goose Maguire. How about this? Obviously he's passed his Certificate 3 umpires course because he's made the decision here. It's 50 metres and older side. And isn't that running over the mark, Rochi?
I think it is. So the letter of the law, that should be, play on?
Yeah, and we are about the letter of the law here.
Well, have a look at this one. A couple of weeks ago. Shep thought it was a free kick, threw the ball back. Everyone in the whole ground thought it was a free kick.
Yep.
However, the umpy called him for a throw.
Common sense has to prevail. Like Maguire, let's just keep it consistent, you know what I mean?
That's it.
It's magic moment time. I've got a good one for you. It was really epic. I got off my chair, spilled all my drink all over myself. Scotty Selwood's goal in the forward pocket to put the Eagles in front. It just had a nice bend about it, and I enjoyed it.
Not a bad magic moment.
No.
Mine was our very own Daniel Kerr's hand pass. Look, Kerr's probably not a big fan of the conventional handball, so he's gone over the back of the head. So great handball from Kerry that set up a goal.
Beautiful work, Rochi. Let's keep rolling. It's the teams. Have a look at the ins and outs for this game. Start with the ins for tonight's game. We've got Luke Shuey. Oh, that's a big in coming in the midfield, and Sam Butler as well. A bit of experience there. The outs, Beau Waters through suspension, and Tom Swift a little unlucky. Played a good game against the Lions, but he has been omitted. Waters a big loss. He's a bit of a general back there and one of the harder blokes we have in the team, but covers it well with Butts, you reckon?
Yeah, I think so. Butts uses the ball very well. Obviously experienced player, so it's a good in for us.
You've had 2 weeks to think about it. Don't let me down. Who's your match winner?
Well, I'm going a little bit different this week.
You are a bit different.
I know that, but I'm going with the big Q stick, big Lynchy.
Yep.
I reckon he's due for a big game, and I think we need him to step up and kick, 4 or 5 goals, take a bit of pressure off young Jack and Josh, and really maybe 4 or 5.
It's understandable. Big role Jack Darling is now playing in the absence of some forwards. So I hope you're right. Go Lynchy. Look, I do want to talk about my match winner. It's Scotty Selwood, but it's the dilemma. Like, where do you want him to play? You want him to go to Judd like he's been doing the last couple of games. He's been real effective. Kept Judd to 17 disposals in the last 2 games in 2011.
Yep.
But he's been winning his own footy. He's averaging 26 disposals a game. It's by far his best.
Yeah.
What do you do?
It's a tough one. We have to tag Judd, I reckon. If you let Juddy get out in his own, he'll have 30 touches and he's very effective. So I think we need to tag him. I think Scooter's our best tagger. So
with Mark Murphy out, you'd say a hell of a lot more onus falls on Juddy, so that might be a bad call. Tom Roach says tag Judd with Scooter. And that brings us to the end of the show.
Beautiful. Hooroo, till next review.